I'm sure you've encountered this challenge. So when the time came that you had to choose, you had to make the hard decisions, and you had to put certain emotions aside and pick the right decision for the majority. I'm not asking specifically about what was the situation, but how did you handle it personally?
They're always tough. It's always tough. It's always tough. I mean, especially when you have to tell someone that his role is redundant now, or that we're right-sizing the organization, someone who you've worked with for 20 years, someone you grew up with, especially, like in my case, because I've been there, I know them inside out, so it's always tough. You have to obviously present it in the light of the bigger picture. You have to make the person understand you. You have to absolutely be fair with the person, obviously. So whatever are his rights, you have to give them to them. But the biggest task is not in that meeting with that person. The biggest task is throughout the years. If the person was respected throughout the years, if the person felt that he was never dealt unfairly throughout the years, then it's easier at the end to tell him, and he will understand and respect the decision more. If his working life with the organization was always deceit, unfairness, I don't know, not treating him as he should be treating, then obviously it becomes more difficult towards the end as well. So I think that the journey should be from recruitment to the end of the term. Treat them, the employees, as they should be treated. Give them the whatever is due to them, give it to them, listen to them throughout the years, adapt, help them, train them, develop them. And then that last unfortunate meeting is much more easy back then. Also, I think it's the way you put the words, it's the way you speak to them. I know it might sound a bit, but I believe a lot in humor as well. So a bit of humor never goes astray, especially when there are difficult discussions and hard discussions. If you put a bit of humor into the equation, it always helps. I think humor is a sign of, I don't touch this out, but a sign of intelligence as well, if the humor is obviously.
What's your sense of humor?
It's a very dry sense of humor, mine.
Okay.
It's a very dry sense of humor, very sarcastic, I think I am. But obviously harmless and whatnot. Yeah. But I always try to find a funny aspect that can put a smile on the face of anyone in any situation. I think putting a smile on the face of someone is always better than just showing them that you're authority there and that's it. I think it brings you down to any level, and it helps break boundaries as well between whoever you're talking to. So I like the humor. I like the humor aspect.
It's very interesting because I don't usually have conversations about humor. I think I use humor a bit as well, even the way I speak perhaps to people. It's something that it does help first build relationship and build trust, because if you click with someone else's sense of humor,
exactly.
You're done. The relationship is done.
Exactly.
And especially, I think, in the line of work of HR and in general, if you're dealing with people, I wouldn't say having a good sense of humor, but appreciating different sides of humor.
Absolutely.
And
being able to laugh at yourself.
Yes.
That's very important. That's very important. I mean, when I was young, I remember I was quite a sensitive guy. I didn't used to like it very much, especially when I played football and they used to call us all names from the stands, and my mother comes into the equation as well and whatnot. You can just imagine.
Yeah.
I never used to take. I was very sensitive, even the humor. But now, obviously, I've learned that. Listen, it's lovely, and I nearly get offended if someone doesn't make a joke on me as well. He's laughing at everyone and not me. So I think it's good. I think you have to learn how to laugh at yourself as well and find the humorous part of yourself, and then share it with others, basically.
Laughing at yourself.